Good Friday morning, everybody. Chris Allen with your weather podcast for this February 3rd. It is a chilly morning around southern Kentucky. Temperatures starting out in the 20s. There's just a little bit of a light breeze to make it feel even colder this morning. This will be the coldest day out of the next 7 or so. It'll be a week from today before we'll be this chilly again. That means we're going to go on another roller coaster ride with temperatures. It's going to warm up again. People will be asking, where's winter? I'll be asked about snow 1,000 times this weekend. Well, is it going to snow? Is it going to... I don't know. I really... I don't feel confident enough to answer that question. Will we get a big snow before the end of the winter? I cannot honestly answer that right now. It is just that up and down. It's just the pattern that we're in. As you know, the last 2 years, we were not in this kind of a pattern. It was more, we had a little warm up, but then we had a big snow. We had over a foot of snow, as you'll recall, last January. And then the year before, it was last March, and we had a foot of snow and ice. And so the last 2 years, we've had a big snow. Will we have one this year? I don't know. We still have a lot of February to go and even March, possibly even April, before things shake out completely. I mean, we've had snow in the spring before. It's happened. It's Kentucky, just it's the way it is. It is what it is. 44 was our official high temperature yesterday in Bowling Green, 3 degrees shy of the average of 47. 29 was our low, 2 degrees above the average of 27. 1 year ago, we had a high of 73 and a low of 40. Back in 2016, no precipitation during the past 24 hours, and even though we're seeing some clouds this morning, we're not expecting really anything as far as precipitation. It'll be kind of like yesterday, a mix of sun and clouds at times today, but very chilly. We're only calling for a high around 40. Some of you will only stay in the upper 30s today, and a northwest wind at 6. So extra layers as you head out, especially this morning. Mainly clear, cold tonight. How about 18? Yeah, 18. For an overnight low. Now, that's winter for sure. 18 by early tomorrow morning. Depending on cloud cover, some of you will be closer to 20, but I'm going to go with 18 for an overnight low. Saturday, we start to see some recovery in temperature as we get more of a southwest wind. Mix of sun and clouds and a high of 46. Which is pretty much on average for this time of the year. We're going to get down to 37 Saturday night, still holding on to about a 20% chance we could see some light rain. But the temperatures keep going up, and the chance of rain with each model run keeps going down. This has turned out to be not the same kind of forecast we were calling for at the beginning of the week. We thought this weekend we were going to get a pretty good chance of rain, but now that's just about erased. So that's the kind of volatile, up and down, uncertain pattern that we're in right now. So at this point, it doesn't look like we're going to see much of anything as far as precipitation during the weekend at all, which is not a bad thing. We're going to warm it all the way to 56. Another 10-degree jump in temperature by Sunday, again with a mix of sun and clouds, breezy southwest winds, and then even warmer by Monday, but here comes the rain again, pouring on my heart like a melody. Eurythmics, which you can hear on my radio show every afternoon, 3 to 7, Classic Hits, Sam 100.7. 60% chance of showers Monday with a high of 62. 55 the overnight low Monday night. Tuesday, An 80% chance of showers and thunderstorms, and there's some early indication that we could be looking at some strong thunderstorms, possibly even a few severe. That's not certain, but just given the dynamics, the wind, energy with this system, it's a very good possibility. We'll see a high of 67, and it wouldn't surprise me if we bumped that up to 70 on Tuesday. Southwest winds at 18 to 40. Then the first of two cold fronts come through. Wednesday, partly sunny, a high of 50 early, and then falling temperatures throughout the day down to 27. Here we go again as we come down the top of the roller coaster, back down into the bottom, as we see a high of only 40. Next Tuesday, a 20% chance of light rain or snow showers. At this point, it doesn't appear to be a big deal. But, here we go from near 40 today into the 50s, 60s, maybe close to 70 by Tuesday, and then crashing back down to near 40 a week from today or so. I know. It's exactly the same thing that we had in January, and it doesn't look to let up anytime soon. But winter's not over yet, so if you're a snow lover, just, there's actually people that are writing me. Now, you guys are my loyal podcast listeners. You guys get this stuff better than some, and I'll just be frank with you, as I usually am on the podcast and nowhere else, just the podcast. But I've got people writing me saying, my little boy's going to be so disappointed if he doesn't get snow this year. I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? I mean, it's almost like people are trying to guilt trip me into making it snow. I don't know what I'll tell him if he doesn't get snow. Tell him that in life there are disappointments. I mean, what do you want me to say? Oh, my gosh, it's just... Anyway. That being said, know the weather before it knows you. Have a great day and a great weekend. I'll see you live at 5:30 on AM Kentucky, 11 a.m. on midday, streaming live to the WBKO app and WBKO.com. Later today, as I mentioned, join me for my radio show at Classic Hits, Sam 100.7 between 3 and 7 p.m.